Hi guys, how are you? Miss you. I tried to put together a video for you a couple of days ago and we had some technical difficulties, so I'm going to try again with just to review how to do the notes on sources, because I did receive some from a few of you. You didn't really have to email them to me, but it's a good idea too. I can take a look and give you some feedback and make sure you're on the right track. So I just want to go through a little bit about where you should be and what the next steps are and how to do the notes on sources. And then later on in a different video, I think I'll show you how to do the outline for the paper. So my paper that I'm writing, I'm going to write a paper with you guys so I can feel your pain. I'm writing a paper on the effects of divorce on children. So I want to make my claim about how kids can survive a divorce without too much pain and suffering and can grow up to be happy and healthy. So that's my goal. That's the research I'm hoping to find. So I went onto the virtual reference collection and I found 4 articles. One is titled "Parents Must Manage Their Children's Anger Over Divorce." Adult children of divorce are more likely to have relationship issues. One is just titled "Divorce." The other one is "Most Children Adjust to the Negative Effects of Divorce." So I have my 4 sources. I have to now read them all over and fill out my notes on sources sheets, these guys. Okay, so you all have these notes on sources sheets, hopefully, that you got from my website. It's very easy to pull up under the calendar, English 11. Okay, so the first thing you want to do on your notes on sources pages is fill in this top section here, which gives you your MLA works cited page information. So the title of my article here is "Parents Must Manage Their Children's Anger Over Divorce." So I just wrote that in the title spot, but I just put ... because I'll know what this is by just looking at those first few words. The author. Now I'm going to the back of the article here under the source citation, okay, to find my information. So the author is Thalia Ferenc. Okay, so I'm going to go in alphabetical order by last name, so I'll put her last name there, Ferenc, comma, Thalia, or Talia, I'm not sure. The date published. Okay, the date published is always the first date that you see in the citation here. Okay, so I'm going by just the year 2015. That's what it says there. The publication. Okay, so it's the thing usually that's in italics right after the title. Okay, the title's usually in quotation marks, then right after that is the publication. So the name of this publication is "Divorce and Children." Okay, and then the publisher is the next, it looks like a title of something. So it says Greenhaven Press. That would be my publisher. Okay. So then you're going to read your article and write a brief summary of the source. Some of these articles already have a brief summary at the beginning. Okay, so that's very useful. Gives you an overview. So I'm grabbing my highlighter. All right. Interesting. The woman who wrote the article is a clinical social worker and therapist. It's good to know. She's probably a reliable source of information. During divorce, anger is common among most children, who may feel powerless, afraid, or furious at parents for being the source of pain rather than protection from it. However, few openly direct their anger at parents, but instead channel it into unacceptable behavior or emotional problems. Okay, so I think that's interesting. I'm going to highlight that. Parents should encourage children to express their feelings in words or without words if children are unable to attach any to their feelings. Okay, so parents should encourage children to express. All right, it's kind of important. Furthermore, they should not let anger over divorce excuse children for acting out of bounds. Okay, parents should recognize that children may behave badly around the parent to whom they are most attached. Okay, anger is a common emotion felt by most children. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. Kids seldom want their family to disintegrate. They feel powerless. Okay, so some children express anger, some withdraw and become depressed. Okay. Okay, so the brief summary of the source is children feel powerless and afraid during a divorce. Therefore, often act out in negative ways. Parents should encourage their children to express their anger with words. Okay, so that's a basic overview. You don't have to go crazy and put in a ton of detail here. It's just to remind you when you're looking back at this later what this article was mostly about. So how does this connect to my claim? I told you guys I was trying to write an essay that was going to show that kids can survive and thrive after going through a divorce. So this connects to my claim because it shows that, and I'm writing this down, it shows that if parents communicate and encourage open communication from their children, and I'm just going to say here, perhaps kids will be able to express their anger and pain with words. Okay, so that's how it connects to my claim. I'm saying that kids, if they learn how to express themselves properly, can get through this. So some important quotes. Okay, I have to go through the article and really look for something that stands out to me. So let's see, underlying source of outrageous behavior, punishments, encourage feeling expression in words. Okay, let's see. Helping children identify the feelings. Oh, here's a nice quote. Okay, so allowing solutions to be voiced brings a sense of control back to the children. So I'm going to write that quote down. Allowing solutions to be voiced brings a sense of control back to the children. I could write a whole paragraph just based on that. Okay, let's see. Usually you want to try to find another quote from the source too. So I like this spot right here. Avoid the blame trap. Coming from divorce and being divorced, I understand that there's a lot of anger involved. So sometimes parents blame each other, or the kids blame one parent over another. And so let's see what this says here. It is commonplace for the child to act up for the parent with whom he feels most secure. Let's see. Sense of blame that may result only serves to distract the parent from the real problem of helping the child cope with change. Ah, that's a great quote. I'm going to copy that down. Okay, so I'm going to say the sense of blame, and I'm just going to put ... here. So later when I'm typing the paper, I'll add the whole thing in. Let's see, serves to distract the parent, ... Plus I'm running out of space here. Okay, so I have 2 quotes now from this nice short article that was 3 pages. And any questions that arose while reading this source? Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything that came up in my mind as I was reading this. What other emotions can parents help children cope with besides anger? Okay, so that process of reading your article over, skimming through it, taking notes, writing down questions, you have to do that 4 times for 4 different articles, at least. And this was supposed to be done